All right, so let's take a look and let's finish this one. What will happen to the median if the next round of hacky sack had 9 hits? Okay, so let's take a look and let's just do a thought. Let's write out all of these numbers: 3, 6, 6, 8, 10, 13, and 15. And let's put in, so right now the median is 8. But the next round, that's going to have 9. So that's going to be right there. So now what happens to the median? So 3, 6, 6, 8 is now above, and 9, 10, 13, 15. So we got to add the two numbers in the middle and divide by 2. So 8 plus 9 is 17. Divided by 2 is 8.5. So the old mean was 8, and it is now 8.5. So that means the median will increase because 9 is larger than the median. All right, let's take a look at example 4. All right, and we're going to use this data to construct a box and whisker. But first, we need to sort our numbers. So starting with the lowest, which looks to be 42. After 42, I'm going to cross it off in this list just to keep things organized, is 76, and then 79, and then 85, and then 88, and then 95, 98, and 2 100s. Okay, so we're going to find our min, which is 42, our max, which is 100, and then we're going to find our minimum and our maximum. So we have 76. So let's see, the number in the middle, we're going to find our median now. The number in the middle is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is 88. All right. So then we're going to count the bottom two. So the middle is between 76 and 79. So I'm going to add 76 plus 79, and I get 155 divided by 2. Let me use my calculator for that. 155 divided by 2, 77.5. So we get 77.5, and that is our quartile 1. Okay, let's go above. So in between 98 and 100. So if you didn't know what number is in between 98 and 100, so if I add 100 plus 98, well, that's 198 divided by 2, well, that's 99. So that is our upper quartile. Next, we are going to make a scale. 42 is not an even number, so let's start with 40, and let's just count up. Make these about as even as you possibly can. Let's count by 5. So 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. Actually, let's start over. Let's make these a little bit more. Let's make that scale smaller. So I'm going to start here. We're going to just make these small so we can get all of our values in there. So we're going to go by 5. So 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. Still not small enough. All right, let's go. And let's do this smaller. There we go. So 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, and 100. So 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, and 100. And now let's put in our min, which is 40. So that's just our 42. So it's above 40. Our max is exactly at 100. So there we go. 77.5, well, that's just a little bit above 75. Okay. And then 88 is in between 85 and 90. And 99 is just below 100. So there we go. We're going to draw our box around these 3 points in the middle, a line through the median, and then we draw our whiskers. And there we go. And now let's answer some questions. According to the following, so according in the box plot, 75% of the games. Well, I can't answer that question. All right, let's go. I think this meant example 2. So let me draw this box plot real quick. All right, I already had it. Let me redraw it. So we went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 35. So we had 5, we had 10, we had 12, and then 22, and then 34. All right, let's draw our box. Boop. And then we had these two as our whisker. All right, so this is Daniel up here. So these are the scores that he made. So now let's take a look. So according to the box plot, 75% of the games Daniel scored equal to or less than how many points? So 75% equal to or less than. So you got to remember that this is 25, this is 25, oops, and this is 25. So that is this number right there. Okay, so 75% of his games, he scored 22 or less points. Okay, what percentage of the data is represented by the box and whisker on the right side of the box plot? So the right side is 25%. Okay, and then we're going to answer these questions. What score did 50% of the students score equal to or less than? So that's this number in the middle. So let's label this 25, 25, 25, and this little line is 25. So 50% is less, so that is this number right there. So 50% scored less than 88%. What percentage of the test scores is represented by the box? Well, here's the box. Okay, it is this value. It is both of these right there. So in the box is 50%. All right. Now let's take a look at the interquartile range. So the interquartile range is simply the upper quartile minus the lower quartile. So our upper quartile is 22. Our lower quartile is 10. So Q3 minus Q1 is 22 minus 10. So our interquartile range is 12. There we go. Anything above, so if we go to the median, 14, and we subtract 12 from here, so that's 2. So if I do 14 minus 12, that's 2. Anything less than 2 are outliers. Okay, and then if I do 14 plus 12, that's 26. Anything greater than 26 is an outlier. So that means 34 is an outlier. Oh, I'm sorry, this should be greater than. And there we go.